Hey, Raiders fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The NFL world might be buzzing right now with a rumor that's shaking up the AFC West division. Like never before, imagine this, the Las Vegas Raiders, long overshadowed by their division rivals the Denver Broncos, pulling off a jaw-dropping move that could redefine the landscape of their defense for years to come. Word is circulating that the Raiders have managed to outmaneuver the Broncos in a high-stakes pursuit, ultimately landing Patrick Surtain, one of the league's most coveted cornerbacks. Yes, that's right, Patrick Surtain, the defensive titan whose lockdown skills have earned him wide acclaim, is allegedly set to join the Raiders, leaving Broncos fans stunned and questioning what just happened behind the scenes. This potential acquisition could be the exact game changer the Raiders need to bolster a secondary that's been hungry for elite talent. If this rumor holds any weight, it signals a dramatic power shift in the AFC West, with the Raiders suddenly looking like serious contenders on the defensive side of the ball. The whispers around league insiders suggest that the Raiders front office pulled off some slick negotiating tactics, outbidding or outplaying the Broncos in talks that seemed destined to end in Denver's favor. Could this be the Raiders' masterstroke to finally vault themselves past their longtime divisional nemesis? Speculation about Patrick Surtain joining the Raiders isn't just fan chatter, it's a storyline that's got pundits and insiders alike buzzing with excitement and intrigue. Surtain has been a cornerstone for the Broncos' defense since he entered the league, and his ability to neutralize top receivers has made him an indispensable asset. Now, with rumors swirling about his possible move to Las Vegas, questions are flying about what this means for the Raiders' defensive scheme. Could head coach Josh McDaniels be plotting a defense that leans heavily on Surtain's coverage prowess? It certainly wouldn't be a stretch. The Raiders have been craving that kind of lockdown cornerback to pair with their existing talent and shore up weaknesses that have haunted them in crucial moments. The ripple effect of this potential signing could extend far beyond just the Raiders and Broncos, potentially rattling the entire division's balance of power. Fans are left to wonder if the Broncos, caught off guard by this apparent Raiders coup, might scramble to retool their defense or look elsewhere for compensation. This rumor paints a tantalizing picture of a division that might be on the cusp of a serious defensive arms race, with the Raiders kicking things off by snatching Surtain from under Denver's nose. Diving deeper into the possible impact of Patrick Surtain joining the Raiders, one can't help but analyze how this move might influence Las Vegas's defensive philosophy. Surtain's style is characterized by his intelligent positioning, remarkable agility, and the uncanny ability to read quarterbacks before they even throw the ball. These are traits that could elevate the Raiders' secondary from a decent unit to one feared by opposing offenses. It's no secret that the Raiders have struggled at times to contain explosive wide receivers, and bringing in a player of Surtain II's caliber might be the antidote they desperately need. The potential synergy between Surtain and the Raiders' pass rushers could create an intimidating defensive front that forces opposing offenses into uncomfortable situations. This rumored acquisition might also send a message throughout the league that the Raiders are serious about rebuilding their identity around a dominant defense. The intrigue lies not only in the talent acquisition, but also in the strategic vision that the Raiders might be unveiling, a vision where elite defense is the cornerstone of their path back to playoff relevance. Could this be the start of a new chapter where the Raiders reclaim their status as a defensive powerhouse? The drama surrounding this rumor has certainly added fuel to the fire of the ongoing rivalry between the Raiders and Broncos. For years, these two teams have battled fiercely for supremacy in the AFC West, and a move like this, if confirmed, would undoubtedly add another intense layer to their competition. Broncos fans might be feeling blindsided, especially considering how closely they were linked to retaining Surtain, a homegrown star and fan favorite. The Raiders, by contrast, would be basking in the glory of this coup, their front office receiving praise for their ability to swoop in and steal a prize asset from under their rivals' noses. Imagine the heated matchups next season where Surtain, once a Broncos stalwart, is now defending the silver and black colors. The emotional stakes alone would be sky high, adding extra drama to every snap in these divisional showdowns. This potential acquisition could redefine the narrative of the rivalry, turning it into a battle not just of teams but of wills, with Surtain symbolizing the shifting tide. Rumors suggest that the Raiders might be leveraging this momentum to rally their fan base and send a message to the entire league that they're not here to play second fiddle any longer. In the midst of this swirling speculation, there are those who question the feasibility of the Raiders sealing the deal for Patrick Surtain too. After all, acquiring a player of his stature would likely require a significant investment, both financially and in terms of draft capital or player exchanges. The chatter hints at some bold moves behind the scenes, maybe trades that have yet to be disclosed, or negotiations involving multiple parties aiming to strike the perfect balance. There's also talk that Surtain himself might be intrigued by the prospect of joining the Raiders, attracted by the chance to be part of a defense with renewed ambition and a coaching staff eager to build a championship-caliber squad. However, skeptics argue that the Broncos will fight tooth and nail to keep their prize cornerback, making this rumor even more tantalizing because of the potential tug-of-war. Whether this saga ends with Surtain donning the Raiders uniform or staying loyal to Denver, one thing is clear: the offseason drama just got a whole lot more intense, and fans are on the edge of their seats waiting for the next chapter. From a tactical standpoint, bringing Patrick Surtain into the Raiders' fold would offer immense flexibility and create new opportunities for defensive coordinators to innovate. His ability to cover the league's top receivers one-on-one means that the Raiders could afford to unleash more creative blitz packages, knowing their secondary can hold its own. Analysts are speculating that the Raiders' defensive playbook could become significantly more aggressive, turning into a unit that not only defends but also actively disrupts opposing offenses' rhythm. Surtain's presence could also inspire younger players on the roster, setting a standard of excellence and professionalism that permeates the locker room. The rumors also suggest that the Raiders' scouting department has been working overtime to surround Surtain with complementary talent, ensuring that the investment yields maximum dividends. On the field, should this deal materialize, expect the Raiders' defense to become a headline-grabbing unit, one that forces quarterbacks to think twice before testing their secondary. The ripple effect could even change how other teams approach their roster construction, making the Raiders trendsetters in defensive strategy behind the scenes. The story of how the Raiders might have pulled off this stunning acquisition is as captivating as the move itself. Insider whispers indicate that the Raiders' front office executed a series of strategic moves, perhaps quietly securing draft picks and negotiating contracts to make room for Surtain's arrival. There's talk that their general manager worked tirelessly to convince the cornerback in his camp that Las Vegas offers not just a team, but a vision where Surtain could be the cornerstone of a defensive renaissance. The timing of this rumored deal coincides with the Raiders' push to build a contender capable of making noise deep into the playoffs, signaling a renewed commitment to winning now. This behind-the-scenes maneuvering shows the complexities of NFL roster building, where one high-profile signing can reshape an entire franchise's trajectory. The buzz is palpable, and if the Raiders can finalize this move, it will stand as a testament to the front office's savvy and determination to rewrite the script of their franchise history. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders, and don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Fans' reactions to the rumor that Patrick Surtain could join the Raiders have been a roller coaster of excitement, disbelief, and intense speculation. Social media platforms are flooded with posts debating the likelihood of this blockbuster move, with some fans celebrating the prospect as a dream come true, while others remain cautiously optimistic, wary of the offseason's usual twists and turns. The emotional charge is undeniable. Raider Nation is known for its passionate and vocal support, and the idea of adding a player like Surtain has ignited hope for a breakthrough season. Conversely, Broncos fans are rallying to express their concern and to back their team in potentially fending off this Raiders advance. This back and forth highlights how a single rumored signing can energize and polarize fan bases, amplifying the stakes of what is still a speculative storyline. The rumor alone has already redefined conversations about the AFC West and set expectations for an offseason full of strategic moves and surprises. Looking at the bigger picture, the possibility of Patrick Surtain switching allegiances from the Broncos to the Raiders underscores a broader trend in the NFL where player movement and free agency shake up long-standing team dynamics. Teams increasingly recognize that to remain competitive, they must be willing to make bold moves and take risks on premium talent, even if it means disrupting traditional rivalries or fan expectations. the Raiders' rumored pursuit of SURTAIN fits perfectly into this evolving narrative, where aggressive front offices leverage every asset at their disposal to secure game-changing players. This shift reflects a more dynamic and business-savvy NFL landscape, where the boundaries between team loyalty and professional opportunity blur. The implications go beyond the Raiders and Broncos. They highlight how NFL franchises are continually adapting to the modern demands of roster construction and competitive balance. If this rumor comes to fruition, it might well be seen as a landmark moment that exemplifies the shifting tides of player acquisition strategies in today's league. Another intriguing aspect of this rumor is the potential impact on the Raiders' leadership and locker room culture. Patrick SURTAIN is not just a phenomenal player on the field, he's also known for his professionalism, leadership qualities, and ability to inspire teammates. Bringing him into the fold could serve as a catalyst for fostering a stronger team ethos, encouraging younger players to elevate their game and buy into the team's vision. Coaches and management might see SURTAIN as a key figure in building a winning culture, one that combines talent with discipline and resilience. This rumored move could also attract other high-caliber players interested in joining a team on the rise, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits the Raiders long-term. The narrative around this potential signing is not just about individual skill, but also about building a sustainable foundation for future success. If this rumor proves true, it will be fascinating to see how SURTAIN's presence influences the team's chemistry and identity going forward. Finally, as the offseason progresses and this rumor continues to swirl, all eyes will be on the Raiders and Broncos to see how this saga unfolds. Will Patrick SURTAIN indeed don the silver and black, turning the Raiders into a defensive juggernaut? Or will the Broncos manage to retain their prize asset, preserving their defensive backbone and sending the Raiders back to the drawing board? The NFL offseason has always been a theater of suspense and surprise, but few stories carry as much weight and potential drama as this one. Fans, analysts, and insiders alike are poised to dissect every piece of news, every tweet, and every official announcement with heightened anticipation. Regardless of the outcome, the mere possibility of such a seismic shift in the AFC West power dynamics has already made this offseason one to remember. So stay tuned, because if these rumors hold any truth, the Raiders might have just pulled off one of the most daring and impactful moves in recent NFL history, leaving the Broncos and the entire league scrambling to respond. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.